Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is MCOM bringing you another episode, a final episode of our Dragon Age Origins Let's Play. We are facing off against the Archdemon. We are bringing in the Men of Redcliffe to aid the fight. To be completely honest, I've actually defeated the Archdemon once already in this playthrough, before the game crashed. Let us hope that this does not do the same. Without further ado, let's get it on! Alright! Arrow of Slaying! Resisted? Oh, I think I got stunned. Man! Alright. Where is she? Take her down! Yikes! I'm a little too close for comfort. Morgan, group heal, please. Thank you. Aha, Ogren. I like how he resists like all this stuff. Let's get Ogren up, please. There we go. And Ogren, why don't you take a health poultice? Yep. Good, good. Critical shot on the Archdemon, please. There we go. Excellent. Aha! Hey, Irving! Nice to see you again. Alright. Let's take care of that. Oh, I forgot something. Let us equip the fire arrows. A little bit extra damage never hurt. Morgan, you can go ahead and put out a group heal again.
I shall do it.
Thank you. Alright. Woo! Ouch! It's alright, Liliana, I still love you. Alright. We're doing alright. We are not dead. And then, oh, almost time for group heal. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Oh, did you? Yep, she flew up over this way. Alright. Group heal, please.
I am armed.
And I want to take this moment to summon my spider, because you can't have too much help. Oh, I said to summon my spider. I moved a little too quickly, I suspect. Alright, and then man the ballista. I wonder, can I save when I'm up here? No, I cannot. Alright, let's give her what for. Excellent. Look at that. Whole and hearty blows. I'm really wondering if she just stays up there for a certain amount of time, or if it's until she's taken a certain amount of damage. I think it's a certain amount of damage, because I seem to remember the first time I played this, I could not figure out how to get her away from there. So I just spent a huge amount of time fighting the Darkspawn that came out. I just let the Redcliffe army take care of it this time. Yo, spider, get in there. Yeah, there you go. Alright. Morgan, go ahead and group heal. Yes. Alright. That Archdemon will not be along for much longer. Arrow of Slaying! Woo! 117. Not bad at all. Hey. Alright, we got this. It's going down. Oh! Yes!
Yes!
Liliana! Oh, my pretty. Look at you go. Yes! Yes! You did it! Oh, look at that. That was beautiful. That was wonderful. Oh, it's still up. I gotta take care of it. I'm a Grey Warden. Needs me. Where's Morgan? I could really use her right now. Ooh. Take it down. We can do it. Yes! didn't look good. I survived that, right? Ooh. I better have survived that. I was supposed to. Morgan said it would work.
And then it was over. With the Archdemon dead, the Darkspawn horde quickly crumbled. Most fled back into the deep roads. They would remain a threat in the years to come, but the blight had been ended before it had truly begun. Ferelden had been saved, and the entire kingdom rose up to joyously greet its new king.
Hooray for King Alistair!
Grey Wardens stood redeemed, and a new age had begun. But at what cost?
Tell me I survived. Tell me I survived.
My friends, we are gathered to
survived!
celebrate those responsible for our victory. Of those who stood against the Darkspawn siege of Denerim, there is one in particular who deserves commendation. The one who led the final charge against the Archdemon remains with us still.
Yes!
An inspiration to all he saved that day. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you the hero of Ferelden, the first Grey Warden to defeat the Blight since Garahel 4 centuries ago.
Alright, go me! Bring pride
My
not to
friend,
House of Dukin.
It is hard to imagine how you could have aided Ferelden more. I think it only appropriate that I return the favor. Is there any boon that you might request of Ferelden's king? If it is within my power, I will grant it.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay. The only boon I could ask of would be that the sacrifices of the Wardens should not be forgotten again.
Now that's a very good point. I think we can begin with a monument here in Denerim, dedicated to the Grey Wardens who have fallen. Duncan, Riordan, all of them. And it is high time some scholars were collected to learn more about the Darkspawn. We'll face them again, with the dwarves as well as here. Let it also be known that the Arling of Amaranthine, once the land of Arl Howe, is now granted to the Grey Wardens.
Ooh.
There they can rebuild, following the example of those who went before them. What are your plans? Will you remain with the Grey Wardens?
I think I will travel, at least for a time.
I don't suppose the Grey Wardens are really in a position to stop you, are they? And let me say, I hope your travels bring you back this way soon. Don't be a stranger. There's a group of Ferelden citizens waiting outside to get a look at their hero.
That's me.
I suggest you make at least a brief appearance before they storm the gate. Just tell the guard at the door when you're ready.
Alright. Alright. We're saving that. Post-coronation, huh? Gorham!
Ah, glorious! You've really showed these humans something. Took down the Blight practically single-handed.
It's good of you to come, Gorham. I'm glad to see you here.
I'm not just here to witness the whole human spectacle, however. The Assembly contacted me with a message for you. I guess they figured once a manservant, always a manservant. Ah, I don't mind. Thing is, we've both been given leave to return to Orgrimmar.
Both of us?
Apparently. I went down with you. Seems I rise back up with you, too. Seems Harrowmont is mighty grateful. He's declared you the heir to House Iduken. Full rights restored for us
that's
both.
awesome.
Not only that, but the Assembly is considering naming
Whoa.
you a Paragon. A Paragon. In our time.
A paragon? That's exciting news!
Not a bad change from an exiled murderer, no? Congratulations, my friend. I heard you weren't planning on staying. Think you might head back home? Lots of opportunities for you now.
Well, we'll see. I have many things to do first.
Well, I hope you manage it. I'll be happy to take up my old position if you'll have me. At any rate, I'll let the humans get back to their dwarf worship. Still makes me smile to hear them talk.
Aw. Well, I can't leave anyone out.
So it survived after all. My impression that all creatures made of flesh were hopelessly squishy was premature.
It's nice to be appreciated, Shale.
It has made me revise my opinion of its kind, my kind. I am, or at least was, a dwarf. A creature of flesh. I have to keep reminding myself that. In fact, I think I may even try to become one again.
Oh, that's nice.
Wynn has offered to accompany me to Tevinter to speak with the mages there. The
Oh,
Circle
cool.
of Minrathrus has the largest collection of arcane knowledge in Thedas. If it is possible to reverse this process, then the knowledge to do so will be there, or that is my hope. And if not, then I will keep looking. I have nothing if not time, yes?
Oh, wow. Well, I suppose that's true.
I intend to return eventually, unless I finally decide to destroy all pigeons everywhere. That may take a while, but otherwise I will come back. If it happens to one day see a tiny little dwarf who appears very nervous of being squished, that will be me.
Aww.
Until then, I wish it well. You have been a fine friend.
Aw, Shale. That's sweet. That's really nice. Arl Eamon.
It is over. I can barely believe it. You stopped the civil war and then defeated the Blight. On behalf of Ferelden, allow me to say thank you. It truly cannot be said enough.
Well, I'm a Grey Warden. That's what we do.
So I'm learning. It's too bad that you aren't remaining here in the capital. The hero of Ferelden would have influence, but I understand. Myself, I will be remaining here to help Alistair. Tegan will take over the rule of Redcliffe, at least for the time being. Connor seems well enough, and Isolde refuses to speak of what happened. She says she never wants to go back. I cannot thank you enough for saving them. They are the joy of my existence. Tell me, have you noticed anything strange about her? She seems quiet.
Well, consider what he's been through.
Ah, you are no doubt correct. It is my imagination, I am sure. But here I am rambling on. I shall let you get back to your celebration, Warden. Enjoy it while you can.
Alright. I don't seem to get to talk to Ban Tegan. Let's see. Oh, Liliana!
So here we are. The conquering hero has won the day, and now he takes his bow and exits the stage. A fine ending.
Ah, but does the hero get his girl?
Yes. Yes, he most certainly does. You know, I can't help now but think of my vision. The Maker sent me to help you, and look what you did. It's a miracle. It truly is. So, if I heard right, you'll be leaving soon. Any room for an extra body on your travels?
Only if it's you.
Good. Because there's nowhere I'd rather be than at your side. At any rate, I should let you get back to your celebration before someone drags you away. I look forward to seeing you again afterwards.
Alright. Liliana's gonna come with me. Good. Sevron.
I will be relieved when all this pomp and ceremony is done. Such events are perfect opportunities for assassins, after all. I can't help but expect the crows to appear at any moment, which would be a welcome break, mind you.
I'm sure. You don't have to stay, you know.
And leave you to face the unwashed masses alone? Perish the thought. You know, it does occur to me that staying in one place is only going to invite the crows to find me that much quicker. While fun, that might eventually get complicated. You said earlier that you are planning on leaving soon. Is that true?
That is indeed what I said.
And would you consider some company? You tend to get up to interesting things. You meet interesting people and then you kill them. I'm game to tag along if you are.
I'd be happy for the company.
And I promise not to get you into too much trouble. Well, no more than you get me into, anyhow. Well then, since we're going to be leaving together, we can speak after you have been sufficiently paraded in front of the populace. Don't worry, I'll keep an eye on you and make sure no one gets a clear shot. Not without paying me a great deal of coin, anyhow.
Oh, Zevron, your humor. Hey, Win!
The hero of Ferelden. My. How does it feel?
Well, it's a little strange, to be honest.
Of that I have no doubt. It's a title you'll be wearing for a long time to come, just as Loghain wore his. But it's not so bad, is it? A blight defeated with the other nations barely becoming aware. Who could ask for better?
Well, I didn't do it on my own.
I don't think many heroes ever do. I'm glad not to be on the receiving end of all this attention myself. I say, let the young have their fame. At any rate, I'm certain you will enjoy yours well enough. Best get on with it.
What are your plans?
Oh, I'm certain you've no interest in an old woman's plans. No need to be so polite. Thank you for what you did at the tower. Now go. I'm sure you have plenty of adventures yet to come.
Alright. And finishing up my victory tour, Ogren!
Humans have a better taste for spirits than I thought. The ale up here is actually good. Orzammar ale tastes like dirt in comparison. Probably because they put dirt in it. Go figure.
Enjoying yourself already, I see.
After what we went through, I think I've earned it. I think you've earned it. So I guess you're heading off soon, huh? Leaving the city?
That's the plan, at least.
I'm thinking I'll stick around myself. At least for a bit. I'm getting used to that big sky up there. And I'm thinking I might just look up Felsi again. See where that goes.
You're done adventuring then, huh?
Maybe, for a bit. Talk to me in a year or so when I'm bored, and maybe I'll think differently. Well, enough babbling. That pot-bellied son of a whore Tegan said I'd pass out before drinking an entire barrel of pickle juice. I aim to prove him wrong.
It's awesome. Take care of yourself, Ogren.
It's been good traveling with you, Warden. Don't get lost in the shuffle now.
Alright. Oh, I can't talk to Sparky. Sten?
They call you Hero. I have not heard it used before, but I think I understand the intent. The Arishok on occasion has declared a Kunari to be Kunoran Vel, one who serves as an example to others. Such examples are always made after their death, however, a death in service to the Kyun. A living Kunoran Vel would be too proud.
Do the Kunari celebrate and put on parades?
When a Kunoran Vel is declared, certainly. It is one of few occasions when the Kunari are permitted to engage in revelry. There is imbibing of spirits, public chanting, meditations abandoned. It is madness.
Yes, meditation's abandoned. Quite madness. This isn't madness. Everyone is just very relieved.
Yes. Were I too weak to protect myself, I suppose I would also be vastly relieved to have a hero save the day. I suppose I should tell you. I have decided to return to my people. Your quest is done, and thus so is my reason for accompanying you.
The Darkspawn are still a threat.
But the Blight is done. I have an answer for the Arishok that no longer requires the question. It must be said, you gave me the chance to redeem my honor, and now it is done. I owe you a debt.
You helped me as well, Sten. You owe me nothing.
Some debts cannot be discarded. There will come a time when I will return, and then it shall be done. Perhaps I shall see you again one day. Until then, may you always find the path you seek. Farewell, Kadan.
Interesting. Alright. Let's step out and see our people.
Are you ready, my lord? The crowds outside are getting restless.
Yes, I'm ready. Let's go.
Right. I'll take you there now. Follow me.
This brief moment of crashing brought to you by my lovely computer. But that is exactly why I saved the game. So pardon these few moments of black screen and we'll get right back there. Alright, we'll bring up the gauntlet. Seems a pretty safe loading location. And then we can come back to our post-coronation celebration.
Are you ready, my lord? The crowds outside are getting restless.
Yes, I'm ready. Let's go.
Right. I'll take you there now. Follow me.
In the months that followed his coronation, Alistair proved to be a popular king, if largely unwilling to involve himself in matters of governing. He traveled often, making appearances in towns throughout Ferelden to the great delight of the commoners. They referred to him as a king with the common touch, even if a few knew it was a simpler version to life at court. Oh, Alistair did well for himself. I guess we will wait until it brings us more information. Do we click? Ah, we click. Rumors that the urn of sacred ashes had been found, and that it was used to heal Archdemon of his poisoning, circulated in Ferelden in the months following the Darkspawn defeat. Slowly at first, and then with growing frequency as the Grand Cleric failed to deny them. Once the Chantry made several attempts to verify the rumors, however, there came an official decree that no resting place for the ashes had been found. If the urn of sacred ashes was in those ruins once, it was no longer. Following months of effort, the Tower of the Circle of Magi was finally cleansed of the last spirits to slip through the veil. No further abominations were created, and the first enchanter Irving was pleased to declare the circle safe. All that could be saved had been. With the slavers shut down in the alienage, the lot of the city-born elves improved for a time. The new king even named the local elder to his personal court, a scandal amongst the humans, but a sign of a new hope to the elves. Shiani continued to be an outspoken member of the alienage community, and in time became the new elder. That outspokenness earned her frequent trouble, but served her people well. Archdemon remained in Denerim for some time, acting as the Chancellor and Chief Advisor to King Alistair. Tegan ruled over Redcliffe in his stead, and was surprised to find himself well loved by the villagers, who were still grateful for the nights he spent defending their lives. In time, Eamon abdicated in favor of his brother, an event the locals greeted with approval and enthusiasm. The Dalish elves prospered after the siege at Denerim, having earned much respect for their part in the battle. For once, human lands welcomed the wandering folk. The new keeper, Linnea, was respected both amongst the Dalish as well as in the Ferelden court. She was a voice of reason, and other Dalish clans would turn to her to help resolve disputes with human folk. In time, many of the Dalish clans moved to the new land provided for them in the south near Ostagar. Wary of their human neighbors, however, tensions soon rose again, and only Keeper Linnea's leadership kept peace alive. In Orzammar, King Haramont found himself in a protracted battle against Balin's rebellion that left him unable to gain the stability he needed. The clan lords objected to many of his measures in the assembly, and only his efforts to increase the dwarves' isolation from the surface met with any success. Aw, that's a shame. In time, Haramont's health began to fail. Some claimed it was poison, while others said it was a flagging spirit. Either way, after protracted illness, the king finally passed away. The wrangling in the assembly for a successor began almost immediately. The assembly unanimously declared Durin a living paragon, following months of deliberation. Oh wow, that is awesome! A new statue was erected in the Commons, and a new house founded in the paragon's name, quickly drawing a great number of followers from every caste. Wow. Brother Burkle's new chantry in Orzammar drew a surprising number of converts among the dwarves. They quickly attracted a great deal of anger from more conservative quarters, and before long the assembly severely restricted the Andrastians' rights. Brother Burkle resisted and was slain while being arrested during a peaceful demonstration in the Commons. The assembly claimed this was an accident, but news of the resulting riots reached the chantry on the surface, where the divine even contemplated a new exalted march. Although the Anvil of the Void was destroyed, rumors about its location crept into Orzammar. Years later, thanks to the defeat of the Darkspawn on the surface, a few determined smiths managed to locate the Anvil's remains. They examined the ruins of the Anvil and, upon returning to Orzammar with their findings, convinced the Shaperate to attempt to recreate Caridin's research. A new golem was created, bound with a spirit taken from the Fade. The golem immediately went insane, killing several Shapers before it was destroyed. The research was branded excessively dangerous and sealed away. Whispers of its existence circulated throughout Orzammar, however, and demand among the Smith caste to reopen Caridin's research refused to abate. As good as her word, Morrigan disappeared once the Archdemon was slain. Someone of Morrigan's description was seen traveling alone months later, heading west through the Frostback Mountains, and she may even have been with child. There was no word of her after that. With Flemeth dead, or at least gone, the chances of tracking her down were slim indeed. One cannot help but wonder, however, what became of the child? What were Morrigan's plans? These questions must remain a mystery for now. As for Durin's companions, they went their separate ways. When Durin finally left Denerim to continue his travels, Liliana went with him, electing to remain with the man she loved. They continued their adventures together, at least for a time. As the blighted lands began to heal and the Grey Wardens slowly rebuilt the Order in Amaranthine, they discovered that the fight against the Darkspawn was not yet complete. Although the Horde was routed and had dissolved upon the Archdemon's death, many of the more powerful Darkspawn survived to organize roving warbands that preyed both upon the land and upon each other. These warbands spread havoc, and some even journeyed west into Orlais, or crossed the Shining Sea by the Deep Roads. They proved incredibly difficult to wipe out. But these are tales yet to be told. This tale ended when Durin sank his blade into the Archdemon's head and destroyed it forever. It was not the last that Ferelden would hear of him, however. And that was Dragon Age Origins. Thank you all so much for coming along with me on this journey. It has been so amazing. This is Dragon Age was one of the first games when I got my very first computer capable of running more modern games. Dragon Age was one of the first two that I purchased. I got myself Skyrim, and I bought this game. Since then, I have played through the entire game only one other time, this making the second full playthrough of the game. And it has been an experience, guys. I have enjoyed it immensely. The companions, the story, the battles. It has been excellent. I am so happy to have been able to be bringing this content to you. And I look forward to what's coming next. There is still lots of DLC. The main expansion for this game, Dragon Age Origins Awakening, is probably going to be what comes next. It is another full campaign. I think this one took about 55 hours or so. Awakening isn't quite as long, but it's a good 20-30 hours to go yet. So we'll certainly be bringing you that. I also want to take the chance to explore some of the other story content that I've actually never played. I've gone through Awakening one time, but the other story DLC, like Liliana's Song, Witch Hunt, those I have never had a chance to play, or never taken the opportunity to play, I suppose. So that's coming up on the horizon too. Along with that, once those are completed, we'll be starting up with Dragon Age 2. Dragon Age 2 is a game I got all the way through the first act. I had played a mage for Hawk. However, I wasn't nearly as enthralled with it as I had been with Origins, of course, nor as I was hoping Inquisition would be. And after I finished up the first act, I decided to just quit in order to move along to Inquisition at the time, which I also played a lot of but didn't finish. So we're this time going to make it all the way through Dragon Age 2. I have purchased all the DLC for it now, so there's a couple of story things that I hadn't had before that I'm sure I'll get a chance to examine. So yeah, looking forward to that. Other than that, I am getting ready to do a couple other different Let's Plays, I think. I'm considering doing one for... I recently acquired Styx Master of Shadows? Or Shards of Darkness, I guess. Yeah, that's the second game that they put out. And I've had Styx Master of Shadows for a number of months now and haven't played it. So I'm going to try and go ahead and record myself playing both of those games as well. So that's something you can look forward to coming up. Other things I've got, well, I've recently obtained Hearts of Iron 4, which I've always enjoyed Paradox games, so I'm looking forward to that, but it probably won't come up as a Let's Play. That's not much of a story game, from my understanding, more of a strategy, so I'll probably just keep that off the air. But there's still plenty more of interesting things to come, guys. So thank you all very much for just coming along, enjoying this experience with me, and I look forward to getting a chance to bring you some more content soon. I hope you all have a good one, and until next time, guys, bye all.